everyone, we're in Amsterdam in Holland. We're currently staying at camping, whatever that says, Wilgenbos maybe? And this caravan park is for both tents, vans, motorhomes, etc. There's Betsy over there. So pretty much we're 2 adults and a child, and we're €33 a night. Now, this is a fantastic location. So you can walk to the free ferry, which will then take you into Amsterdam. And I think the free ferry stops at 12 o'clock though, so be wary of that. We've just done the walk. It's only about 1.1 k's to the ferry and then straight across. So there's Wi-Fi, but like a lot of them, don't, hold your breath. Closest to the cafe better, as per usual. So, this is the ladies. So beautiful, clean. Camp kitchen area. Really nice, really easy access. And then your tent camping area. So really well laid out, great spot. Perfect for exploring Amsterdam. We are going to catch the ferry, which is a free ferry. I will have already put up the caravan park that we're staying at. So we've booked in for 3 nights actually, so one of the longest stays. So we've got time to explore the city. As you can see, it is bike central. So bikes rule in Holland. So we just walk down here. It's roughly, I don't know, 1.5 k's, love? Yeah, about 1.1 actually. To here? Yep, pretty sure. Okay, so not a big walk. And free ferry, so it is what you're saving in transportation and getting around by being in such a central location. I think we paid €33 a night. €33 a night, and that was for 2 adults and 1 child with the camper van. So yeah, we think we're ahead. And look at this, bike central as they all come off. And boy howdy, you keep out of their way. They are in the right. Hehehe. Amsterdam Central. It's pretty happening. There's trams, there's trains, there's boats, there's bikes. There's people, obviously. It is all happening in Amsterdam Central. I wish it was nicer weather. A Gogh Museum shop. Oh my gosh. I love this town. So this is Anne Frank House, but we won't be going in today because the tickets are only available online and they're all totally sold out. Can you imagine the patience required? Or what time of the morning or night you would have to try and get a shot on top of this sign. But I just got Bubba. That's as good as she gets at this time of day. Okay, so we're standing outside Van Gogh's Museum in Amsterdam, and just a heads up, there is literally no real ticket desk, so you have to buy them online. Now, we're pretty lucky in that we were able to secure some only an hour and 45 minutes from now, and you're allowed in 15 minutes before your actual entrance time. So, but you know what, there's a lot of pissed off people who don't have internet, So we're so thankful we've got our data pack that we got in England, because without that, a lot of people are having arguments with that poor lady in the yellow there. She has got the worst job ever. We have seen her apologising probably 40 times in the time we stood there buying our ticket on our phone, having to explain that no one can get tickets actually physically here. You have to have got them online first. So book ahead. Look at this amazing instrument. That is crazy. I love it. I want to know what it is, but I don't want to interrupt him. It's so gorgeous. Wow. So we're just walking down towards the city more. We've just come out of Van Gogh's museum. Miss B, what did you think of Van Gogh's museum?
It was fantastic. I loved how we saw the sunflowers.
Yes.
Always wanted to see that.
Yeah, always wanted to see the sunflowers. Unfortunately, Starry Night was actually in New York, so we didn't get to see that. But Brianna and I got to do a painting lesson. It was unbelievable. On Wednesdays, all year round, they offer a free art class workshop. It goes from I think 12 to 4, but you'll have to check that. And they have a tutor or a person who's actually assisting you and giving you ideas about how to do a self-portrait down in an actual proper, on an easel with proper paints and everything on nice paper, and you get to take it away with you, which I'll show you photos rather than my gorgeous painting that I brought out with me. But yeah, fantastic. Just walking down a street of Amsterdam, and the sun has turned it on today. So Brett did do the calculations and said it was going to come out at 1. Came out at 2. And very, very happy with that. As you can see, there's bikes everywhere. And it's very much a place to bicycle around. Hello. So we're standing in a special spot that apparently means that you can see 7 bridges, and there's a lot of bridges in Amsterdam. But from this spot, there is a total of 7. So blessed with this sunny day. Can't believe it. And so pretty. We're currently looking at the 9 Arch Bridge, which was originally from the 1670s, and it's been rebuilt a couple of times in that time, but it's still used by hand. So it's quite well known in Amsterdam. And here's a couple of narrow boats, which is always cool to watch. The usual traffic of the river. Very nice.
Yeah, pretty much these areas.
Just strolling through the streets of Amsterdam. We just had an old guy ride past in his undies. Very cool. Okay, so here is an example of what we would have for a normal lunch. So we prepare it in the camper van before we take off for the day exploring. And today we're actually having a chicken breast and salad. So we've actually got a couple of different things on each because Brett likes his President cheese, soft cheese. And the bags today are courtesy of Dirk Shopping Centre, which was within walking distance of the caravan park where we're staying in Amsterdam. And we got some beautiful chocolate scented pastries and some croissants and various other yummies when Dad, the hunter and gatherer of the group, went and picked up a baguette for our nice fresh rolls for the day. So we're about to go back into Amsterdam and do some more exploring. So we just found Dutch flavoured Gouda cheese. See, wrong country though, language. So,
Am I allowed in?
No, this one you can't. No kidding.
the old cash register, Brianna's having a ball. And we just found some little books. We're in a second-hand bookstore in Amsterdam, and we just found, I'll just show you these, some miniature books for a project that we're working on through all the countries that we go to. But how cool is this store? Awesome! I love old bookstores. And of course, the peep shows and the sexy side of Amsterdam. It's a lot less than they used to be. Very cool. It's all part of the flavour of new cities and So, what did we think of Amsterdam?
Awesome.
What was your favourite thing?
Uh,
What was your favourite?
lollies, chocolates, all that stuff.
You didn't have any.
Yeah.
What was your favourite thing to do here?
Probably explore all of the things, all of the restaurants, and
Waterways.
Very cool.
A bit like Venice.
It is a little bit like Venice. My favourite thing was the Gogh Museum.
yeah, probably.
That one the idea.
Yeah, probably the Gogh Museum and the painting.
Yeah, the painting was awesome. Okay, let's go. Just driving through Muiden, M-U-I-D-E-N. They're so beautiful. All these little towns are just so gorgeous. Thought I should show you. So gorgeous. like beautiful.
Wow.
Look at the narrowboats through. Oh. Okay, on days like this with scenery like this, it's pretty hard, guys, I've got to tell you. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, lovely. So we're still in Muiden, or M-U-I-D-E-N. I just thought I'd show you how beautiful, how flat Holland is. And it's actually, look at the dog having a roll over there. Yeah, it is quite funny that the land actually looks lower than the water.
Being dammed up.
Far out. Very beautiful. So I just thought I'd give you a quick view of the types of roads that you're going to get. And this is a motorway in Holland. TomTom is definitely a lifesaver as far as having to try and navigate all of this by manual map, which we're also very good at, but just takes the stress out of it, something major. But yeah, all good roads.
Helps with lane changes.
Yep, helps with lane changes and, you know, making sure you're not gonna, you know, you're gonna take the right exit up ahead too. So yes, all very nice, and the drivers appear to be very polite and courteous. So we've just pulled over in Kampen, K-A-M-P-E-N, and we're just going to have some lunch. I'll just give you a quick look at the town. So we're just driving through Kampen, and that was close, wasn't it? But how gorgeous is that? Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I love road tripping. So we are told that this actually looks better from the air, and I can't even pronounce what it is where we are, so I will put it on the YouTube clip at a later date. But it is beautiful, even though there is a high chance that we may get wet. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh, and there's a car. This is the centre, and we're gonna get wet. So now we're up on the higher. We're actually at Fort Portage, I think, spelling, I'm not sure. Pronunciation. It's the troops analysing flora and fauna. Oh look, but see, you can see a lot more of the water network here. It's quite unique. And we wouldn't be in Holland without getting a picture of a windmill. Yay! Loving Holland, Jackie. Love, love, love. So it's good to know that the Great Barrier Reef is only 14,870 kilometres away. Holy! Germany, as you could tell. We're doing nearly 100 Ks and these cars are flying past us. But while I had you, I thought I would just show you a bit of van life. Inverter, charging my laptop. Thank you, honey. Driving face, Mr. Haggy.
That's quite a serious driving face.
That's very serious, honey. And some morning hair. And Miss B.
Thanks.
Starting off with some of next week's.
Oh my goodness, are you feeling all right? It's Saturday. So we have just gotten on the road from a well, are they called rest areas here, love, or what are they where we stayed last night? Just a parking bay, like a truck parking bay, but I've taken a picture and it's a lot bigger than the average truck parking bay. It had toilets, which were really good, and bins. Oh my god, this is so funny. Look at this sign. Oh no, it's blocked. Ozfart. It's not an Australian fart. But yes, so we've just come out. We're on the obviously a form of motorway or autobahn, and we are in Germany. Oh, so Cake and Eat at 3 are braving the winds. It's not too bad today, but we are probably going to get wet. And as you can see, we're totally prepared with no rain jackets. At least Bubba's got leather jackets. But we were like, oh my goodness, we're in the northern area of Germany. We're on our way to Denmark. And we're in an area which we're going to try and take a stab at as Dannevirke. And these walls were constructed between the 7th and 12th centuries by the Danish. And I guess, for want of a better explanation, was a similar situation to like Hadrian's Wall. It was all to fortify their lands, and that is pretty...
To protect them.
To protect them.
Yeah.
Alright, the wall's almost 850 years old, which makes it the largest and one of the oldest brickwork structures in Northern Europe. Pretty cool.
It's just what's left.
What's left of the wall stretches westward for 4k, but I think from previous research on this wall, we heard something along the lines of about 30k's of wall. The inscription on Vladimir's grave explains the particular significance of the brick wall. It reads that the fortifications were built to defend the whole kingdom. King Vladimir the Great of Denmark, he's who had the wall built. This meant yet another phase of modernization for Dannevirke. On we go. Don't touch that fence, hey. Or you'll get a kick out of life.
14th and the 1864 war.
The reconstructed defensive fortification is a relic of the German-Danish War of 1864. Again, war broke out of the national affiliation of the Duchy and Schleswig. Pronunciation, not sure. The Danes modified the medieval Dannevirke earthworks to create a defensive position. They built 27 bastions from their cannons. Ultimately, they were unable to withstand the Prussian and the Austrian military superiority. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, should have brought the Osmoke, because this is just with the fine. Great, great place to run off steam for the kids if you're world schooling. Woohoo! Beautiful area. I was going to start singing. Oh, Saved by the Bell. Okay, so we're currently in Germany. We're about to cross the border to Denmark, and we're standing in a supermarket called Rewe, or R-E-W-E, I don't know. Anyway, it's got everything you need, and it's really reasonable prices. Their meat is exceptional. What the stuff is on sale is like, wow. And lots of Kyrovac stuff, so it's going to last in your Waco or fridge or whatever. But the big news is we're very excited. We have found not just Frosties, but 50% off, up to 5 people, to get into Legoland, which now just made that trip way more affordable. So people,
It's like a whole day's budget and that's
a whole day budget saved. So got to keep an eye out for these things. Thank you to the World Schoolers who pointed me in the right direction to start stalking supermarkets. And thanks Frosties.
Sponsored by
Kellogg's. Okay, so when you're in Germany, go Dad.
This appears to be when you buy your cans of alcohol or bottles of alcohol, it appears that you get charged extra on top, and to get that money, which is considerable, you know, how much the bottles are
It's like one can was like 25 cents.
Yeah, and you put it through the machine here, they give you a receipt, and I think you take that receipt to the counter.
Now we're still working it all out, but when we paid for our beer, we were surprised that there was all this tax on top. And so we were like, oh, hang on, we must have looked at the price wrong. But then when we found someone who speaks English, they said, no, there's a machine that you put it into and then you get your tax back. So we're assuming...
Looking at it. And there must be a discount off your next carton.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, the research continues. More beer drinking required. Okay, so we just saw someone use one. All right, the bottles have to be whole, so you can't crush them. So that would be beer bottles, plastic bottles, cordial bottles, like anything that's in a bottle. Don't crush it. Water even, I guess. And then it prints out a receipt back to you out there, and then you can take that up to the register when you're buying your next one, and you'll get it back. Very cool. Only a matter of time before Australia has this. Okay, so that's just where it all took place, but they're in multiple different places that you go, and the lady didn't have to buy anything to take it off her next thing. Once she got her receipt, she just took it up to the cash register, and she got her money back from him and then left. Pretty cool. So this is Denmark. You can definitely see a difference in the roads already. Germany by far has the most incredible roads. They're concrete roads. You don't even get the that you get back in Australia. It's really enjoyable driving. But yes, here we are in Denmark, and the very first service station we came across, we were informed, unless you're 12 tonne and over, you don't need to worry about a toll. So we will continue to look into that, of course. But when you very first cross the border, one of the first signs says something about a toll. So we like to stop and ask as soon as we can, just to avoid any drama. And then that same service station had fresh drinking water, a dump point, bins, and so now off we go, completely ready to go again. And the weather's sort of, trying to be nice, but it would be lovely to see some blue skies and sunshine. We have obviously got on our radar while we're here, Legoland. I'm a big fan of Lego, and we will keep you posted as to when and how we managed to get the cheapest way in. So we're in Denmark, and I did ask for beautiful blue skies not more than half an hour ago. And well, they say if you ask, good things happen. Just thought I'd take you through some of these towns. It's amazing, some of the size of some of these houses that we've seen in Denmark so far are ginormous. Like, these are babies in comparison. Here's a nice one from 1911. Sorry, Dad. Okay, so here is beautiful Betsy loving her new digs in Denmark. And look at this beautiful place we're staying. And can I just point out, look at the sky! Finally some blue sky. Oh, so beautiful. The sun is out, some neighbours. And this is where we're staying for tonight. So beautiful. Okay, so some figures. It's called the Den Gamble Stald. DenGamblestald. So for us tonight, I think it was €10 plus electricity 4, baths 1. I think that's 1 per person. Yep. So roughly speaking, we're 17. Filling the water tanks free, and really lovely people. And a dump point if we needed it, which we don't because they've got them everywhere. We didn't take a big dump, but we did empty the dump. All right, how magic is this? So it's the small things, and we just got back from having our shower, which means that Miss B is all gorgeous and clean. And we had this little surprise waiting for us from our hosts. So would you like to do the honours, darling, and bite in there and see what we're dealing with?
Pick the middle.
Pick the middle one. So let's have a look.
At the bottom?
Ooh, it's a wafer. A wafer on the bottom.
What's a wafer?
A wafer is like a biscuit, a dessert biscuit, crisp biscuit. Okay. Chocolate on the outside and marshmallow. Oh my goodness, nice surprise.